it's not like it shouldn't. It's not necessarily unable to. It's just
It wasn't doing it for that.
well, my ads are done now. So
All right, mine may restart. Oh, I know why.
why?
I don't have the fun stuff on the DND.
That would make sense. That would also very much do it. Okay.
And my ads did restart.
Apologies for the delay. Are we ready enough?
We are ready enough. It should be good.
Okay. That's taking you a very long time to get, I'm sure.
Harry baby.
There we go.
Harry baby.
Pretty sure that 5-stream streak is like 3 months old.
Yeah.
At least from the start to now.
Moth had a 3-stream with me the other day.
Yeah. But you also stream way more often than I do.
Oh yeah. I know Moth. Not saying anything bad, Moth. I just know you don't catch everyone. So.
I don't catch every one of anyone's stream. Because if I did, I would not sleep.
I try to catch every Quinn stream. Everybody else good
I
here?
do too, but sometimes I miss it. Yeah. Are we all good?
Just waiting on you guys.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Okay. From memory, because it's been a while, we left off with you guys getting back to the guild hall after completing a quest that's no longer on the board because you had completed it. The one to deal with the goblins that were attacking trade caravans on a merchant route.
The one that if we hadn't got to it by then, it would have been too late. If I recall you saying.
Huh? Maybe?
There's one that had
It
a
might
time
have been
limit.
a different quest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the details.
I know we had one that had a time limit. That's all.
That was the one to fix the That's where you got Spot, which was at the beginning of the session, and then you went and dealt with the goblins.
Okay.
As your second quest that session.
So we're now not at town. We're at the other town.
You should still be in. You were on your way back. You came back the same day. And from memory, you were settling in for the night. And the reward for the quest was also 3 gold pieces each. From memory, let me double check that. Yes, 3 gold pieces each.
Did we integrate that already, or no?
I have no idea, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
So all of you get 3 gold.
Mr. Crank Ow! Quite that means she wants to play.
With that, I already did everyone's long rest, so everyone's fully healed and spelled up. Is there anything anyone wants to do before they go down for the night? Or should we just start with the morning?
I assume we checked in
Probably
with.
just skip ahead to the morning, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, unless John wants to do something.
I was just saying we checked in on Spot, brought him into the room.
Spot's with you. You also notice that Spot looks a bit stronger than he did before. In other words, I made him stronger.
Good puppy. You eating good and doing good. You got stronger.
Yep.
I'm gonna look.
What was that, Moss?
I'm gonna look at Spot and be like, "Who's strong boy?"
His tail wags happily, and he just licks your face.
There's a baby.
He doesn't burp in it though.
No, he's better behaved than that. Anyway. So you all lay down for the night. You've had your meals and everything. Hey, Blues. In the morning, you wake up to a knock at your door.
Okay. You give us a moment. Who's that?
It's the receptionist. A special quest came in, and we were hoping your group could deal with it.
Let me get everybody up, and we'll head straight down, and we'll get the info from you. Okay.
Okay, I'll be waiting at the front desk.
I reach around and kind of touch everyone. Guys, we got a guild request. We need to get up, get moving, get dressed.
Oh, what? Okay. I guess. What? Guild request? Okay.
We've got
Riesling
Sounds
is
good to
probably
me.
already downstairs because she awakes very early.
Did she get her other
He's not in the room.
other stuff? Ready and good to go.
No, realistically, I mean, all her kid is probably still upstairs. She's just downstairs having like a nice cup of bone broth or something, waiting for everybody else to wake up.
Would John have seen you leave? Because he doesn't actually sleep.
Most likely then it's not like she did pass without trace or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't trying to be sneaky. You just went down because it's early. It's morning. It's time to go.
I just tiptoed around everybody else, doing my best not to tap my claws on the floor.
Clever girl.
I'm gonna bite you one of these days, I swear.
I figured that would be the response. Anyway. So you all, I'm guessing you all get up, get your stuff, and meet Ristic
Yeah.
down in the main hall.
Yep.
The receptionist sees you and sees the group gathered and just ushers you into a more private room
Okay.
than the main hall.
Moth, you got some coffee in you?
Turn up maps a bit more. Just try not to deafen myself in the process.
So, not so. Moss gonna just walk groggy, like they're very groggy. They're gonna walk into the room and just plop in the corner.
Riesling is going to do her best to like gently guide Moss, just like with like a gentle push on the either the right or the left shoulder, depending on which way they gotta turn.
There is, coincidentally, coffee in this room.
This is not a morning person.
John's got.
It's not that early. It's like the normal time most people would wake up. But I get it. I'm also not a morning person. That's why I wake up at noon.
John's already got cups for everyone, and you see he put an ungodly amount of sugar in his.
Yeah. And in the room with receptionist, is the guild master himself. And he greets you warmly. Greetings. I hope you have all slept well, and I have heard some very promising things about your achievements thus far.
We're trying our best to be a group. Once this one wakes up, we'll be a little bit better to go. And he just, tapped Moss's shoulder.
Very good, because I come with a somewhat urgent yet more delicate matter.
Lay it on us. What's happening?
We have received word of these ruins over on the border to the west. That's the direction. Double check the names of these places real quick. Near the border of the Kingdom of Avad, which you know to be the desert. And we know of your encounters with Aloth. And having dealt with his, shall we say, lackey. We request that you specifically go and assist the researchers at these ruins before Aloth or any of his subordinates can get there and disrupt the operations. We don't expect it to be. We don't expect him to react very quickly. We have kept this matter, towards the best of our ability, we have kept this matter under wraps. So you are not to tell anyone of what you are doing until you and the researchers know who you are. You do not need to explain to them. Your overall goal is to assist them in clearing out the ruins and finding whatever information you can about the Barrier Mountains.
All right. Who's here sees good in the dark? I'm asking, as thing. Anybody good at seeing in the dark?
I have torches. That's about it.
I have dark vision up to, I think, 6.
Okay.
Moss has standard dark vision, which is 60 feet.
So we may have you be our lead here, Miss Moss. Or Mr. Moss. Please excuse the gender mix-up.
You're fine.
Well,
It's the long hair.
Before you go, I must please follow the receptionist. They will provide you with some additional resources for this quest, for it is of utmost importance that you make it there and complete it successfully. And then you may be on your way.
Well, we kind of know he's on, part of the problem here, so yeah. Let's go ahead and...
So the receptionist takes you, gestures for you to follow her out of the room and towards a supply closet, more or less, where she goes in and retrieves 8 potions of healing. Just standard ones.
Okay. So everyone,
So it's basically 2 for each of you.
yeah, John helps hand out. Do inventory plus consumable. No. Do we create or how do we add this?
You should be able to use the importer.
Okay.
And if any of you have difficulty, I should be able to whatever between characters.
Where do we go? Grab the stuff I-
So you're yeah. Moss already has a potion of healing, so they can just add 2 to that.
Okay. I'm not finding it in the source.
It's not going to be in source. You have to. So when you're in the importer, you have to. You leave the middle column whatever. You just select what you're looking for, which in this case is items.
Here we are.
And you just open the importer from that because that's just the pre-import importer.
All right. All right. So I've got 2 of those.
And then once you all have your potions, you can. The receptionist tells you that there are 2 routes that you can take to get to your destination.
Is it better for us to be sneaky getting there, or is it better for us to get there fast?
The 2 routes are more of speed and danger versus safety and slightly longer. The direct route takes you straight west. There is a town you can stop on shortly before you arrive to restock or what have you, but most of the travel is through the wilderness.
And if the guildmaster is calling us to do this, it's important we get there quick, isn't it?
He also expressed that you must get there alive. The other route takes
opposed to
you a
arriving
bit more.
dead.
The other route takes you around north and then back south, through 2 towns and much less wilderness.
Solely, you're the one that takes risks more than anyone here, I think. What would you say?
Sorry, what?
You're the one that takes risks more than anyone, I think, here. What would you say to get there? Is it worth the risk?
Sam, the town that we would pass through on the way there, what have you decided what its makeup is yet, or no?
Not entirely. None of the. Pretty much, I haven't thought much of many of the towns. I just kind of put them places.
Because I have a bit of an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be Lee's hometown? An
It
elven
could
enclave.
be.
I want some family drama. Is too much to ask?
Yeah.
You're
Not too much to ask. I'm just.
You're asking a DM to fuck with the family. Come on.
Yeah.
I could throw some family drama in there. Yeah.
That's on the faster route.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put it on the town. The town on the faster route. So it's basically for Lee, it's drama or avoid.
Yeah. Well, better to get there fast and safe than not at all. So, Lee, being the town that is on the route, is like, well, it's safe to go to the town because I'm from there.
Okay. But you're here. That'll be a story to tell on the trip.
Not really.
Before
So
we
what
make this decision, I'd like to make sure that you weren't kicked out of this town.
Well, not quite.
Did you
Let's just
leave
say
before you were? Did you leave before you were kicked out?
safe way to put it. Yes.
Okay.
And I will just leave it at that.
Um, do you want to DM me more specifics so I know what to deal with when we get there? If you don't mind.
I just pulled this whole thing out of my ass, so sure.
I'm just thinking because I'd like to, on the process of getting there, have more of an idea of what I'm trying to deal with because it's your backstory. I want it to be more accurate, more or less. Anyway, so you have decided on the director, correct?
If Lee wants to deal with the things here with family, let's do it.
We arrived safe and sorry.
The director is not the necessarily safer one because it's the one with more wilderness, but you should be more than capable of dealing with whatever you have to.
I assume it's a multi-day trip.
Yes. It's quite the distance. They the receptionist also gives you some rations if you don't already have some to make sure you can have stuff to eat on your trip.
We're going to be gone a couple days. Do we want to bring Spot along with us, or do we want to leave him here? Moss, that's up to you, I think. You're the one training.
Spot, having recently become stronger, I feel like would be a good asset.
Okay.
I'm saying that partially because I might have balanced encounters incorporating him.
Okay.
No.
Not-
DM did
I'm
not
kidding.
spin
I haven't actually
upon
balanced
high.
anything. I've balanced fuck all. I don't balance things. They just happen. But yeah, it's completely up to you if you bring Spot or not. I actually did not. I actually completely forgot that you could bring him because I forgot you had him until I upgraded him
Yeah.
and I had already done the encounters.
So I look
We'll
at.
bring him.
Yeah. All right, Spot, you ready to go on an adventure?
Yep. He just looks up at you and kind of does the doggy smile and his tail's wagging. Okay. So with your rations and your new potions, you all, I guess, head out, right?
Okay.
Or is there anything you want to do in town before you leave?
I look over at Lee. Do you need to let somebody know in your group?
No, they'll be fine without me. They know
Okay.
I'm busy with the guild.
Okay. Grizzly, did we get enough salt for you?
She's just gonna roll her eyes and nod.
All right. We'll see what we can do to make a good, stew later tonight. All right. Moss, you got some extra treats for Spot?
I do not, but I'm gonna go ask the barkeep, being like, "You got any extra or that I can take along for Spot here?"
I'm assuming the rations we have cover Spot's food as normal, so. You okay, Sam?
Yeah, my dad just called. I have to quickly go grab a hose from the garage
Okay.
so we can refill the hot tub that's been leaking.
Oh,
he
no.
can use the hot tub before it leaks too much.
Okay, well, good time to take a moment break then. I need to, yeah. So we'll take a break and we'll get back in a minute.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. Are we all here?
I know John may have stepped away for a moment.
I see that now on his camera. Time to check some things.
Coming back. I'm on my way back. I'm back.
Okay. Is that everyone or is Moss also okay?
I'm here. I've just been muted because I've been coughing my head off.
I get that. I just want to make sure. Okay.
I assume the basic rations have the
Yes,
food
the
for
basic
everyone.
rations have enough food for everyone, including the dog.
And you are traveling with a good hunter if we need more.
Okay.
Yep. Save the dried stuff for the when we have to have it. Yeah, you have that feat to the wanderer feat to get food.
You're going to be traveling through forest and not your favorite terrain, correct?
It's either that or grasslands. Give me 1 second to figure out where I can actually check that. Yeah, it is forest.
So yeah, you'll have your favorite train pretty much most of this trip.
Okay.
So, sec. So just to confirm, you didn't have anything else you wanted to do in town?
Nothing else in town. I do have a quick question for you though.
Yeah.
Regarding Natural Explorer, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Does that apply in combat too, like scrambling up a ledge?
It says travel, so I would say no.
Okay, that's what I thought too. I just wanted to double check.
Okay. So you get as far as you can on the first day, and you get to set up camp kind of like at the edge of the forest here.
Hmm.
Who wants to take which watch?
I can
What's
take
watch
all
order?
of them technically.
I know you can technically take all of them. But
Yeah. I'm just telling the group. You know, it doesn't hurt to have somebody else awake and watching, but you know, I don't sleep unless it's for fun.
Lee doesn't sleep either, so it's easier for her to switch between if she has a mid watch.
Well, you meditate as well, so
yeah, the
Exactly.
trance.
Yeah. so um, Rislik, why don't you and I take about 3 hours, 4 hours, wake up, you know, Lee and me can take the last 4.
She's gonna nod and then
Or
find
shoot,
a nearby tree to scramble up to into the branches.
sorry, my brain just
Um,
remembered we're doing 8. If we do 8-hour rest, you need 6 sleeping per rule
Yeah.
lawyering. So I'll say after 2 we'll get Moss, and after that we'll get Lee.
that makes more sense. Is there anything any of you do while setting up, or like before? Like, is there any hunting or gathering or any foraging or whatever you want to do before you go do your watches?
John, make sure he has a little bit of a good campfire for cooking. Gets it set up early and gets the coals going. It gets a Rislik, are you gonna hunt any? Did you get anything on the way over that I might have missed?
No, not on this first night. She's mostly just really focused on trying to expand her hearing and her senses to see if there's any danger that might be approaching through the forest.
Do you want to roll perception? That's like the basically perception for the first leg. You can all do it if you want,
Nonsense.
but with favorite train, I think you'd get advantage.
Yeah. $18, nice.
And I can add an additional hang on, let me double check something with that. Let's see, perception. Nope, never mind. That was with performance. My bad.
I have to laugh a little bit because that's a 2 with modifiers, but you know.
Wah wah wah.
So
Get out.
so Rislik, you during the first leg, you hear hooves, like someone riding, a group of people riding horses. Um, that start shortly after you leave town. You don't necessarily see them, but you hear the hooves stomping across the plains, and they're trying to. It's as if they're trying to get around you without being spotted.
So I can actually tell that they're kind of almost trying to circle around us a bit while staying behind cover.
Yeah.
As the party is leaving the town, they can tell that something has perked Rislick's ears, and she is not pleased by what she says. She's going to just kind of tap John on the shoulder to get his attention,
Mhm.
and let him know we may not be alone on this quest.
The pessimist in me thinks we're in trouble. The optimist in me says, let's see if that's someone from the guild watching how we do here. But we'll just keep an extra guard up. I don't have to sleep, so I'll stay up all night, and we can cycle through the three of y'all every couple hours, and have Lee stay up for the later part, since they just need to meditate. And that way, we can keep a high guard.
Rislick nods, and just kind of looks over her shoulder in the vague direction of where the hoofbeats are coming from, and she just continues walking, wary.
Let me know if anything happens with them. They get a lot closer. We'll see what happens.
Can Moss go foraging for flowers to make a tea?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
Have that you could.
To see if I find anything.
I'm gonna edit something for you real quick. I'm gonna change your herbalism kit from intelligence to wisdom, so it's a higher modifier. There, you can roll your herbalism kit for it.
Okay. How do I do that?
You should be able to just click it. Should be able to just click it at least.
Trying to find where that is.
It opens the prompt of whether you want to roll it normal or advantage or disadvantage. So just roll it normal.
Not even. Please.
Are you having some difficulty?
Yeah. Having trouble finding where it is.
It's on the first tab at the very bottom.
For some reason, my freaking screen isn't scrolling all the way down. I don't know how to reset actually everything.
Is it not? You said it's not letting you scroll down?
Not all the way to the bottom. Because when I get to the bottom, it shows tools, and then it's like the rest is cut off.
You.
I don't know why it's not letting me.
You want me to just roll it for you? Alternatively, you might be able to do it if I put your token on the screen using that menu.
Maybe.
You just, I've put your token there. If you go, no, it's not here. You could roll medicine, nature, I guess. Those would be, medicine would be effectively the same as the herbalism kit.
This is making me mad.
I don't know why it's not letting me scroll down. I mean,
Because when I go to inventory, it doesn't even show the herbalist kit in there.
do you have an obelisk kit in your inventory?
Oh. On the brewing supplies,
As the great Mythbuster said, well, there's your problem.
I'm just gonna fix that for you real quick. Now you have an obelisk kit. Probably won't show up in the inventory section though, but you at least have one now, so that makes sense. If you want, you can just roll. No, stop. You can just roll a skill check for like nature or medicine with advantage if you want.
See if you can equip it.
It doesn't matter if it's equipped. It's not an equipable item, I think.
Ah.
it's
Nope.
equipable, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Now it's in there. That makes sense. Having to equip it.
I'm just trying to figure out how to roll dice for it now.
That's the button at the bottom of the thing you've put in the chat like 10 times. But that's also
Where it
intelligence,
says-
and I'm trying to get you to use wisdom. So just roll medicine.
Here you go. Sweet.
I rolled a 6.
So you don't find anything you're confident in using for tea.
Okay. Then that will end my turn, or at least for what I want to do.
Anyone else doing anything before we go to the next day? I'll take that as a no. So, as you stop and set up camp and everything, Wislik notices the horses keep going, but not to the point where they fade out. They just kind of stop further ahead.
So she's going to drop down from her tree and just kind of, grab some little strips of dried bear meat from her pack and go sit down next to John around the campfire and very quietly say, "Our pursuers have stopped for the night, but they're still within range. We must tread carefully."
That's wise. We're gonna have to be careful. Which direction did they stop? Are they north
They
of
went
it?
past you, so they're further west of you.
They stopped ahead of us, and as far as I can tell, they remain under cover.
If we were more sneaky type, we could give them a visit tonight, but I think we should leave that be. Hi, Kaz. And let's just keep an extra watch tonight. I would presume smart, that they wouldn't approach from that direction. They might come from one of the other sides. So I'd say, if they're more west, have one of us keep checking the north and south.
Unless by some black magic or other dark spell, they will not escape my notice.
Now we do know there are some spells to make it harder to detect, so we'll be good here.
Um,
Tell me,
and
does,
with that,
does this taste
I'm guessing
good?
you all
Ladles out a
relax. You all settle in a little bit, not necessarily.
I've got the stew cooking a little, and I get pull up a little. Does this taste good, or is it needing anything?
You're gonna give it a sniff first, and then sip it and kind of go, that is smoky and delicious.
Good. Old stuff still works. All right, dinner, everyone.
So you all eat. You get settled in to wherever you're going to be sleeping or keeping watch from. And during the third quarter, so like when John and Lee are keeping watch, you hear and Spot during this is mostly just kind of circling the camp, just to keep an eye out. You hear Spot starting to growl, and you hear a voice go, "Whoa, whoa!"
The voice goes, what?
Whoa, whoa.
The voice just goes like, "Whoa," and kind of like as if they didn't expect there to be a wolf.
Spot, relax. Keep attention. Keep your arms up, friend, and approach.
Is this happening during Reflex Watch or someone else's?
No, it's during the third set, so that'll be when after you go back to bed, and Moss is already back to bed as well.
Okay.
I do kind of bump you. I assume you're down here with us.
So, coming out from the tree line, you see what appears to be a wood elf with a bow and a short sword.
Either of them pulled out, or are they in a peaceful?
They are not ready. No.
I keep my crossbow, ready to fire, but I do lower it a little and say, "Sit," in front of the smoldering fire.
The wood elf just looks at the group and kind of seemingly looks like they're trying to study you all.
Lee is glaring back at this elf.
Okay.
We're trying to be.
As they start to look at Lee and they see the blatant glare, they kind of like they do like a little jerk as if they're startled that you're glaring at them like that.
State your business.
They don't say anything as they try to slowly back up and into the shadows.
Okay.
Spot.
Please. Leah's gonna use Mage Hand to grab the front of their shirt and hold them in place.
I get Spot. I give Spot the command to, get ready to chase. Hopefully, that any training he's gotten over the last couple days is good.
Rirslick
B,
is
can you make
beginning
a
to...
spell attack roll of some kind?
Oh.
The grab? Book.
Um,
Worst case, you can roll a d20 and I'll just check your spell attack roll. If that works easier.
just as the hand can't attack, so.
Yeah, it can't attack, but I'm trying to judge whether or not you have enough control to grab them before they could get away.
Sorry, wrong button.
Just a d20 plus 3.
Things, it's been so long, I don't remember all the commands. So it's just a flash roll.
Yeah, flash roll place 1 d20 or d20. And you can put the plus 3 in there too if you want. So that's a dirty 20. So you managed to grab them and kind of hold them there a bit. Obviously, the mage hand's not super strong, but they
No, it's not.
don't exactly struggle against it. They get grabbed and stuck. As if they don't really want to cause a scene, but they want to get out.
Person, we know you're there. You're not hidden, and it's better at this point just to sit. We're not going to threaten you. We're just taking care of ourselves and making sure we're okay. At this point, you run, we chase. You might get hurt. You might hurt us. It's in our best interest and yours to sit down and talk.
I saw your message in the chat, and I'm just as confused as to you are why it's not there. It's not imported properly.
Yeah.
We can figure that out.
That's a later thing.
Yep. So check something.
Sorry, folks. I seem to have the broken class.
Yeah, especially since they recently released a new artificer.
In here?
So, in D&D entirely, and it potentially could have conflicted with something in here because of the fact I updated things. So they will they'll take their chances right now and attempt to dash away and hide in the shadows.
Get him, Spot. I fire my crossbow.
And the mage hand breaks.
Yeah, the mage hand's just gonna dissipate. Yeah. So you want to make your attack roll with your crossbow?
Yep.
I think that's a miss. That's first spot. since Spot was pretty much right next to him, he gets to make a bite. I got it, man.
Oh. I'll take my roll over yours.
So you want the 10? Because that's the one you roll.
Oh. Then I'll take yours.
Yeah. So,
I thought mine had shown first.
so Bart manages to grab his ankles. And damage. This also knocks him prone.
Okay. Rislick, I thought I had bumped you to try and wake you earlier. I mentioned that. I didn't know if you were up in the trees or down with us. That's the only thing I didn't know.
Sorry, I must have missed that part. No, Rislick was definitely, she just kind of fell asleep up in the tree once others started to rouse when it was their turn to have a shift.
So, yeah. All right.
So they're now prone.
I got Rislick!
I'm
Ma!
going to take aim at them and definitely fire.
Okay. You will have disadvantage because they're prone, because that's just how it goes.
I mean, they are up high. Baldur's Gate high equals advantage.
High equals bonus.
It's also
Baldur's
my
Gate.
preferred terrain, too.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have advantage in attack rolls in your favorite terrain?
I'm actually looking at that really quick. Give me one moment. No, apparently not. But I am on higher ground compared to them, so wouldn't that count as advantage?
That's only in Baldur's Gate. And it's not advantage in Baldur's Gate, it's just a bonus. Like +1 or something. Regardless, I think you hit.
So, and specifically, I'm trying to aim at their foot.
Yeah, just trying to cripple them, basically.
Yeah,
so
just
roll
want to make
for
sure they don't
damage.
go anywhere.
Okay, yeah, they can't. Their leg's disabled. They have one leg left that can move. Basically, you just more or less severed a tendon and they can no longer use that leg.
Rislick is going to do a little victory fist pump.
John gets up, reaches down, and says, "Do you want to be carried, or do you want to limp?"
They look at you with fear in their eyes, but they continue to not talk.
John reaches down to pick him up, bride style, in the arms, and brings him back to the fire. Looks at their ankle and asks Chris, like, healing or no?
What did he ask?
Heal them or no?
She's going to take a quick look at the injury and figure out, with her limited knowledge of living basically out in the grasslands, that's not a fatal injury. She's going to cross her arms and shake her head and say, not without information first.
I bandage it basic, and that's it.
Okay.
Now, who are you? And why are you sneaking around this early in the morning? I'm the good cop. That's the bad cop. I point to Rislick.
And she's going to snarl.
the wood elf here will like kind of like lift their chin and point out a scar on their neck.
They can't talk.
Okay, we may have messed up on this one.
You can understand me. I switch over to Elvish.
They do know sign language, in the common sign language.
Which you had hinted at, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah. Apparently, new versions of D&D have sign language as a language.
Hmm?
But I'm just gonna say you would know approximately what they're trying to convey without knowing the sign language itself.
Worst case, we got some paper, right?
More than likely.
Yeah. So I drag out a pencil and, it's like, write it out. Who are you? What are you trying to do?
They basically they don't write their name because they just go like, I'm just a scout for another group.
A scout that can't talk. Why? Do you know why you're following us?
Right? They continue to write. They want your quest.
Do they want it because there's some sort of reward in it?
They just shake their head and write faint.
Are they trying to stop us from doing our quest, or are they trying to do the quest in place of us?
They just lift. They just put two fingers up, as if it's like the second one.
How do you even know about this quest?
Um, they they just write wizard because they just write down wizard because and if that's it, they just write wizard on the piece of parchment.
Were they
John,
scrying,
I begin to suspect the guildmaster did not tell us everything about this errand.
or they were spying on us? I used to be able to, before my injury.
As soon as you say spying, the scout waves their finger and kind of like points at you a
This,
little bit.
they're like this. Yeah, they were spying.
Yeah.
I used to, before my injury, be able to scry on people with a little difficulty. There are ways. So Rislik, do we help? Do we get the help, or do we fight against someone trying to do the same thing? And at this point, I'll probably bump Moss to wake him up. You know, while we've
You
been
just like gently kicked him in the head or something.
no, just like while I'm sitting down, kind of bumped him. I'm trying to be kindful for Moss because they, in real life, hard to talk.
Rislik seems to weigh the decisions. There's pros and cons to both, and she's not sure which one feels worse. Eventually, she would say, if these other adventurers had noble intentions, would they not have approached us instead of spied on us?
If they wanted to prove themselves and wanted to basically take the praise and stuff, they would do stupid things in its place. It may not be malicious, could just be stupid. Like crawling around at ungodly hours in the morning. I'm looking at the wood elf as I'm saying that.
The what elf will like perk up if they just remember something. They reach into their pocket, which like one of their pouches, and pull out their membership card for the guild. And on it, you can see that their group has not done well.
Desperate.
They're not that they've done bad things. It's just they haven't done their quests.
Yeah, that's my thought. They're desperate to have success.
Desperate. So they were hoping to more or less what else tries to convey that they were trying to take your quest as a form of like, hey, we steal your credit kind of thing.
Yeah.
But to do that, you'd have to not be able to return.
So you're
on the one hand, Rislick really wants to bring them along because, at the very worst, cannon fodder or a distraction. But she's still wary about how they didn't just make themselves known. Like, hey, we can combine forces, you know.
It's the thought process that Sam is saying about eliminating that they can take credit. They're trying to do a
kill steal.
Yeah, kill steal. But basically to remove us from the equation entirely.
As you continue talking, though, you're going to hear give me a second to check what
Have y'all done this before?
you hear some clinking of chainmail gradually approach.
Your partner is laying on the ground with a injury. If you do not want to join them, you will put your weapons away and come to the fire.
You just hear them stop, and that they just try to not move, but they're very bad at not moving. So you can just hear the gradual, occasional clink of the chainmail in the shadows.
Rieslick is going to narrow her eyes and move around a bit, almost like an owl does when they're trying to see something, and she'll be like, "We can see you in there."
Yeah, because they're wearing metal. The flame is going if the flame is more active, you can see as embers float up, you can kind of see it.
They're basically sparkling in the shadows.
Yeah.
They sent the wrong person to check on the scout.
I don't want to waste healing ability. Walk in or realize you're hobbling home. Don't be like your friend and try and run.
Little silly.
What was that?
I'd like those that are more or less conscious to make a perception check. So you can all tell that there is a younger looking human trying to sneak around and get relatively close to the fire. As if and as if to try to they're just wearing robes and have like a wand or whatever on their belt. And they're just kind of like they're very shittily trying to sneak around.
Can I mage hand slap him in the face?
Mage hands can't make attacks, but you can gently caress their face.
Mage hand wedgie. Mage hand wedgie.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
consider that an attack.
I mean,
Technically, it's still just grabbing fabric like it did before.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it can only
So-
lift a very small amount of weight, and you'd have to.
Less than 10 pounds. No, okay. I have it. The mage hand is going to appear in front of the person in the robes, and it, with its glowing self, is going to waggle a finger like, don't you dare. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
And as the mage hand appears, stopping this seeming wizard, the person in the chainmail just goes shit under their breath.
I'm a machine, and you're clanking more than me.
Don't necessarily look like it.
Your stealth is bad and you should feel bad.
Thank you. I designed the body myself. But I still am a machine. Get your asses over here.
We just want our friend, and we'll go.
Mm-mm. You're too far gone. You're gonna sit here, talk, and we decide if you go forward with us or go back home. Y'all didn't eat good last night, did you? And John gets a bowl of breakfast stew. I hand it to the wood elf as I serve myself.
So what elf carefully takes it and kind of like almost offers it to the person who's still attempting to hide in the shadows. As if to say, you're not me. So with that, you see an older gentleman that looks um combat hardened, but not necessarily combat competent.
Basic soldier.
Yeah.
Please tell me he has a bowl cut.
No. You see him come out with the chainmail and fine, and he sits down and takes the bowl from the wood elf.
I prep another one, another bowl.
With as you do that, two more people come out: a dwarf and another human that's wearing like cleric robes.
Wearing what robes?
Cleric robes, like they're just like as if they're a priest.
I motion to the cleric. Tendon looks severed. If you want to heal that up. We gotta.
Yeah. So they'll use the freaking one charge of divine aid. It's so stupid. They have one spell they can cast. They use their one charge. They're basically one spell slot, and use healing word
Okay.
to heal the scout. Constitution buff save, please? Did that work? Yeah, it did. Not sure.
You at least healed up Spot's
There.
damage.
Yeah. The tendon kind of like stitches itself back together, but so he can now walk, just not quickly.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to heal. I look over at the soldier. Were you honorably or dishonorably discharged from your post?
He says he quit because he wanted to take a different path.
And then you got back on the path. Or at least somewhat.
His guild let me have more freedom.
Y'all lucky
It
to...
has not worked out well.
No. Freedom needs a little bit of control. Self-control. Or someone leading in your group. Who among you is the leader?
They look at the soldier.
At
And
the
soldier's
what?
like, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, the soldier's the leader.
Who rode the horse?
We all had our own horses. We were trying to. We were planning on ambushing you. We just sent a scout friend here to see how capable you were, to see if we could take you in a fight. Evidently, that has not gone well.
Hmm? Have you done this before to take somebody else's credit?
No, we were very desperate, having failed a number of quests already. We were at risk of being kicked out of the guild.
Well then, do any of you idiots know exactly what we're up to?
No, we just knew it was a special request and
Exactly.
that you had
You're
been
all
given
too shitty
extra
to
supplies for
actually
it.
be on this quest. Get on your damn horses and go back the fuck to Pinaford. Now.
You want to vote? Intimidation? With advantage.
Oh. Oh god, this is gonna suck.
Don't you? Well, that's...
Okay.
That's not bad. Could have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yes.
so they begrudgingly, yeah, we should. We'll be out of the guild if we return empty-handed, but
No,
better
here's what
than
you
being
idiots are
dead.
going to do. You're gonna shut the fuck up right now. Okay? You are actually going to focus on doing the quest on the quest board. If you want to get better, do the fucking work.
And while this is happening, Grislick is gonna lean over to Moss and whisper, "What is this word, fuck?"
We'll tell you about it when you're older.
Lee says this a lot.
So yeah, so they have their share of the soup that you provided them, and they help their scout friend and go back to where the horses are. Where you assume back to where the horses are because you didn't see the horses. You just knew they went back the way they came.
I'd say let's pack up and make sure they go the right way, or I look over at Grislick. Could we use the horses more than them?
We need horses more than them.
I look over at the soldier. We'd like to conscript your horses. Tell if you leave them with us. I write out a quick note to the guildmaster and say, see if you can put these people in intense team training and give them one more shot.
Can you roll persuasion? Yeah, I'll take it. I was pretty much setting the DC 5, basically, because they're already kind of distraught and downtrodden. So there was a very low chance of you failing that. So yeah, they go, yeah, follow us. We'll show you the horses. We just need one at minimum. Because there was 5 of them. There's 4 of you. And Spot, kid run fast, he's a dog.
Yeah. Worse, he gets up in in between the saddle and lays down, behind or in front. Even though
he's a bigger dog than that.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna have a hunter doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. And I help
So
I help the wood elf up on one, and say, make sure they know communication with you better.
The wood elf nods and kind of puts his hands together as if to thank you.
And we send them on their way. And I do make sure we get their name. That way we can return the horses when we get back.
You saw the guild card, which had the entire group.
Yeah.
I'm not coming up with names for them right now.
Yeah, no, I figured we have it. It's there.
Yeah. But yeah. So with that, John, can you actually make me a perception check real quick? As
30-20.
you help the scout onto one of the horses to get them to go back to Pinaford, you feel your coin, your one of your pouches feels a little bit heavier.
I do a quick check in it to see what it is.
You have like 5 more gold.
Okay. I put that in the team one. I move it over and I nod and let them head on out.
That was basically thanks for him not from the scout to not killing you, killing him.
Yeah. And hopefully giving them a second chance with the guild, because he wants that they want to fight. They just aren't good at it.
Yeah.
All right.
So they head off at a slower pace than they arrived, obviously, because they have a fifth of the horses.
Yeah.
But they head on back towards Pinaford and leave you with 4 horses.
And we can head on our direction. I assume further west where I just tried to ping.
Yeah. That's basically, with the horses, you can get there more or less safely. There's, like, occasionally you hear, like, howls as the sun comes up and, like, animals start to wake up and move around. But nothing out of the ordinary. As you ride along the path towards this town. And it takes you another day or 2 to get there, but you make it there safely.
Okay. I look over at Lee. Anything we should be cautious of, family-wise?
My father runs his town.
Is he the type that prefers to be built up, or does he prefer straight up facts?
Honestly, I don't remember. It's been 100 years since I've been here.
Hopefully, some tempers have cooled.
Doubtful.
That
So
laugh
as
is
you,
not encouraging.
as you approach the town, you see it is not much different from what you remember.
Hmm.
Is it a
It
mostly
is.
elf town, or is it a?
It has a large elf population for this part of the world, but there are a few humans and other races mixed in.
Memories go long, as I understand, with your people, Lee.
That's a good assumption.
One of the guards, as you enter town, um, spots the group and starts to run off towards one of the larger buildings.
Did they notice Lee, or did they notice just the group?
More insight.
I don't know.
As far as you can tell, they just saw people. It was like, we should probably tell someone that
Okay,
there's a group that has just come into town.
That's what he rolled.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll that too because I wouldn't know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, same result. So you just see the guard running off, going like, should probably inform someone that there's a group in town, like an adventuring party.
I look over at Lee.
Um,
Should we stay here and wait for them to return, or head in?
well,
Let's keep going.
this was while you were going through the town, so you're like close
Okay.
to the middle at this point. It's not like it's a gated town. It's just
Common soldier is like, oh shit.
Yep. So as you and since this basically the main, for lack of a better term, the mayor's house, is on the main road. You see the guard talking to someone at the door there, and Lee would recognize the person at the door more than likely.
Let me guess. It's one of the sisters.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to go to your biography to get their names.
Ah. There we are. There we go.
So is Lee trying to hide their face or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm guessing they're also on horseback as well.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
more
Lee's
than
just-
likely all be on horse still, unless you got it.
Nope. Lee looks the same as she ever did. Her sisters look similar to her because they're all freaking twins. Shits. No. Why are you laughing? No. Projection. No, right? No, Lee is she's not hiding herself. She's still sitting tall in the saddle. She knows she's an adventurer, and this is everything her father didn't want her to be. So there's a bit of a smirk on her face.
So you see your sister shoo off the guard and then just come running out towards you. And
Now, Lee's gonna hop off the horse and go up to her and meet her sister because
I'm not sure how you want me to pronounce their names.
um give me the first letter of the name and I'll give you a bit of their personality.
T.
That is Tate Eyes. And oh god, Tate Eyes, she was my testing class for Warcraft. Her as a very much an arcane experimenter, inventor, very bubbly.
This would make sense if they come running out to hug you.
Yes.
Because that was my intent as they came out to see you. So they kind of like come out and give you a big
Coming,
hug.
they embrace. Yay! The one sister who's not a dipshit.
Coincidentally.
Coincidentally.
Yeah. So they give you a big hug and then they kind of like put their hands on your shoulder and go like, Daili, it's been so long. How are you doing?
100 years in a city has done me good. This place hasn't changed at all, has it?
Not really. Dad's kept it pretty the same.
As he has with 400 years before.
Yeah. He's not much for change, as it were.
No, and he's not much one for respecting change.
Yeah. He has shut down a few of my experiments, which has been annoying.
Yes. You should have followed me to Pinafort. You would have been great there.
She pulls out yeah. She goes like, maybe, but Dad wouldn't like it much.
No. You're right. You already lost one to those filthy humans. Can't believe they actually let Sleep live here.
She then notices the rest of the group and puts on some kind of like fancy looking glasses as if to scan the group. Like, I see you have some companions. As she specifically looks at John.
I give the
Yeah,
a salute and give Spot a little command to be nice, and Spot kind of like look up.
Yeah, Spot is a very good judge of character. He did not think there was any hostility going on. So he's already like being nice.
The wolf is Spot. The man is John. The lizard folk is named Rislick. And the dwarf is Moss. They are my adventuring party.
That's an interesting group you have here.
I know.
Seems like they look between the group was like, seems this one's not quite human, shall I say, referring to John.
I try my best.
Weird. Best to be weird. Hey,
and
is there...
and then like referring to Moss, goes like, and you have one that does well with animals. Interesting. Lots of nature magic.
Yes. They are an amazing group. Tadai, we're really just passing through on our way west. Can you not tell Dad we're here and get us a room at one of the inns, or if you let one be built?
Um, roll persuasion to see if they'll agree to not tell Dad.
At 15.
So she agrees to not tell your dad and points you in the direction of an inn that's just on the outskirts of the town.
Wonderful.
Um, but before you, and then she goes, but before you go,
Yes.
I made something for you.
Oh,
I have to think of what she made. Uh, because I want her to be like, hey, I made something for you and give you a magic item, but I'm trying to get one that's not going to be completely broken at this hour.
Sam, if you want to come back to it, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
That actually might not be bad. Like, one of the first things I see is the cloak of Elvenkind. There's also the booth of Elvenkind. Let's go with she gives you the cloak. She goes like, wait here. She runs into the house. And a couple of minutes later, she comes back with a nicely folded cloak for you. In just pick a color. It's whatever color you want. She knows you and wanted to just make something for you if she ever saw you again.
Nice. I say it's a dark colored cloak, good for city moving because that's where he's been for most of her life.
It also is even better for city moving because of the enchantment. Once you attune to it, perception checks against you have disadvantage and you have advantage on stealth checks. I figured you'd like that.
Stealthiest motherfucker ever.
Literally. But you have to take some time to attune to it. So right now it's just a cloak. So she just explains all that to you just so we don't have to worry about identifying it. And goes, I hope to see you around soon. It's nice seeing you. Maybe I'll make a trip to Pinaford to visit. Who knows?
I will send a letter when I return there.
They give you a hug and wave at you as they run back into the house.
Well, that family went good for the intro. We should head to the inn and get a room, and hopefully I assume she's the best of the family.
Yes, and I just realized I should have asked her about the loss.
About what?
The idiot we've been hunting. The person who's triggered
The
everything.
guy that keeps coming up in topics when you
Yes.
interrogate
I
them.
literally, I didn't hear the word. I heard cloth. I'm like, no.
Oh. Maybe my headset's picking up, which happens.
All good.
But yeah. So with that, you can all make it to the inn without issue.
Okay.
And yeah. You all get when you arrive at the inn, the inn receptionist just goes, "Your room's already been paid for. Let me show you to them."
I look at her and say, who paid for them? Did somebody...
John, princess here. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. John does, and just relax.
For like the fourth time since walking in that city, Reese like pulls out just like a little notepad and just like a little piece of chalk or charcoal and just keeps writing all these new words that she's hearing from Lee lately.
I promise you all, I am sober right now.
But you're
Yep.
stressed. I know.
Good way. Yeah. So with that, you all get a good meal and a good night's rest. Since pretty much nothing's happened, you don't need to worry about doing a long rest or anything. Why did I say the party there? Oh, because you have that token selected, probably. That's fine.
Oh.
I forgot I actually gave you guys control of the party token.
I just had it clicked. All right.
Yeah. It's fine. I was just confused for a second, but
yeah,
whatever. And when you awake, there is a note slid underneath the door that is addressed to Lee.
I presume I would have seen to Lee when it was slipped under during the night and just left it there.
Yeah. Your sentries left would have alerted you that something happened. And
yeah.
What
is it?
Not my problem.
Not a threat. And
not your monkey, not your circus.
You didn't come through.
So
I think you were talking.
Not your monkey, not your circus.
Yeah.
I will tell you what's in the note later because I have to think of what's in the note. I just knew I wanted them to give you a note.
Absolutely.
And with that, you have the cloak there. Good. And while during the long rest, you can also attune to the cloak if you want. I'm assuming you do.
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. I'm gonna. There is an attune button. Okay. So yeah, it should be active.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. So with that, you all can wake up, have breakfast, and be on your way with the horses, which were also fed and taken care of overnight.
Oh, haven't. It has been a while since I have ridden a horse. Thankfully, I don't get sores. Is everybody else okay on their bottoms? Sam?
Fine.
Looks like you're giving me the sigh.
Yeah,
All good over here.
honestly, I'm over here snickering at the fact of Warforge asked about my butt.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway. You managed to get to your destination. Congratulations, you're now underneath my note. Because I can put notes on the map. So recent I'm just gonna read the description I've written out here. Recent archaeology efforts have uncovered the entrance to these sealed ruins. The archaeologists have managed to decipher some of the ancient text on the door and believe it to contain knowledge about the ancient magic that created the barrier mountains. They expect it to be trapped and contain some kind of creatures that may have made it their home over the centuries it was sealed. They think they figured out how to open the door, but have not risked opening it without some kind of backup, which is you. In case that wasn't obvious. So the researchers see you all approach with the horses. Good idea. It's been about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick 10-minute break.
All right. That way we can all get up and get into the role play good. Moth, you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Just got a bit of a headache.
I know. That's why I'm checking. All right. I'll see y'all in a few minutes then.
Yep. I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom as well.
Yeah.
See you soon, y'all.
Hard maneuver.
Back.
Welcome back.
I've got my ears on.
Welcome back. Kind of.
So I've been reading this story, Sam.
Yeah.
About mostly 2000s, pre-COVID Earth, where these portals show up. And the basics is people had a nightmare and they were given a weapon. And if they stumble into a portal or go in knowing, they have access to that weapon, And then it's like, dungeon runs. This one guy.
I've been raided.
You've been what?
I've been raided.
Hey, Raiders! Andrew, how you doing?
Andrew, how are you? Hey, Oak. I appreciate the compliment, even though it is Oak.
Oh, yeah, where'd the
somewhat.
kitty?
He hasn't decided to show himself yet. Give him a bit. He'll probably come meowing at me in like an hour or so.
Yeah, they like to take their time. My
Yeah, he
cat.
usually does it when he has no food and gets hungry. But I gave him a can of food earlier before we started, so
My
should be
cat
fine.
is over in the cat tree in the little box
But
area.
you can go see Mam's cat over in the bottom.
Yeah. You can see the peats. Right, Miss Trinket? Meow.
Anyway,
Oh,
thank you, Andrew, for the raid. Right now we're waiting for people to all be ready to get back into Dungeons and Dragons.
oh yeah.
Where we are about to throw the party into a dungeon
Haven't
that
had
sadly contains no dragons.
haven't had a dragon yet, but that's dangerous when you have them this low a level.
They're all level 3. Well,
Not all dragons have to be delicious.
I know. And there's actually, from memory, one of the rooms has a note in it that is in Draconic, but I don't remember which one.
I'm
Anyway.
not sure who we're waiting on. I think everyone's been here for a bit.
Oh, cool.
I think people got back
I haven't
and
heard
then the
confirmation
raid.
from everybody yet. So, yeah, I guess we can get into it. So when you approach the ruins entrance, the archaeology site, basically, the researchers help you off your horses and take them over to the makeshift stables they have for the horses.
Well, what have y'all noticed? I know y'all said y'all kept out. Has there been any noise or
Um,
unusual activity?
there have been a few noises that make their way out through the cracks. Mostly, though we could not quite make out what they were. There was a lot of skittering, like many legs moving around. But that's all we got is for noise. As for we were waiting to open the door until you all had arrived, and now that you're here, we can do so if you are ready.
John goes ahead because, as I understand, this will last as long as it can. He goes ahead and activates his defensive field. So he gets 3
temp HP.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
I'm guessing that means you're probably taking point.
yep. So I get ready. All right. Rislick, you ready?
The corridors are rather narrow. In other words, single file. So, what order are you all going to go in at?
Lee, do you want to take up?
Yeah, wasn't Lee going to go in front because of someone was going to go in front because of dark vision?
Well, you're probably going to want torches anyways. Because even if someone in front is dark vision, if you get into combat, that's not going to help the people without light.
Well, yeah, but my point was, her dark vision, I'm pretty certain will light up more than a torch, so she should be in front.
Yeah. You or Lee or Moss.
Really, the rogue was gonna go first? Oh. Okay.
So it'll be Lee, me, Rislik, you want to be in the middle with me, and Moth at the rear?
Yeah.
That works.
So
Okay.
I can also cast
double-
light.
yeah, that'd be handy. Just double checking all your vision settings because it's weird for some reason. It thinks Wishlick has dark vision and that's it. I'm like, that's one of the characters that doesn't. um, okay. Let's activate this.
Yay!
Hopefully bring you all over. Realize the streams cannot see anything right now.
Gotta get the
No.
camera position and light.
Quick question. Were there a bunch of rocks right outside the door?
Bunch of what?
About the size of just
Yeah, there'd be a bunch of like debris and whatnot as they cleared out the entrance.
Then Lee probably grabbed a handful of rocks and put them in her pocket.
Okay. Right. Lee, why are you
Distraction.
rotated?
What?
Why is your token rotated all of a sudden?
I don't know. I didn't touch her. I don't think I did.
Let me see if I can fix that somehow.
That's her running back and forth picking up all the rocks.
Ah,
Yes.
could have been. And uh, rotate is apparently rotated 30 degrees. There you go. I have unrotated you. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but whatever. And with that, I'm actually gonna put you on in turn order. Where is that button?
I found it. I found what I did.
What? I'm guessing you just push a button.
It's a shift scroll wheel to rotate.
That would do it. Where is that's the button on the create encounter?
You spin me round, right, round like a record, baby.
So can you all roll initiative? So I can get you to turn order. Um. My system is lagging a little bit. It's fine. Okay. Oh, I so this um okay. So what I'm gonna do. This one, right? That's right. Okay. So since there's, I actually remember the wandering monsters. Give me a sec. I have to double check something. Should be those. I'll just wait with it. So, because there's going to be wandering creatures in here, I have put you all in turn order. This is not hard limitations until combat. So you can all move once per round, basically, or do something once per round. You don't have to act on your turn. Okay. So you all have entered. See, right? I guess two of you probably can't see because there's other than the small amount of light. Unless you light up a torch. Hello?
Yes. 1 second.
That's why Lee grabbed some rocks, because she's gonna cast a light on a rock.
Okay. How much light does the light spell produce?
20 feet bright, and then 20 feet dim beyond the bright.
Okay, and I'm guessing you're just gonna be tossing those around?
Yep.
You can only have one lid at a time if I remember the light spell.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Yep, that is correct. That way,
So,
you can light a rock, and then toss it out, and then you can kick it to the next spot until it dies.
Alternatively, I could just attach a light to you.
Better.
It'd be so much easier.
Fine. That's easier.
Um.
So shall we just caterpillar?
Yeah, that'll probably be best. Okay. Yeah. Basically, we're going to mostly ignore the turn order. You can each move up to your movement per round, basically, until combat starts, and then it's combat initiative. So feel free to move however you want, as long as it's up to your movement, and obviously within the constraints of the walls. No wall attacking.
Hey, that's
Shadow, that is
moves 30
outside.
feet.
Everything okay, Shadow?
My mouse is being.
Moving diagonal around these corners is not going to be possible, really, because of how it um
I
how the
designed it.
walls work. You have to do one square at a time, basically, if you want to try to go around the corner.
Okay, each square is 5 feet, correct?
I did move my 30s, so if you
Yeah.
come up to me or
I've gone my 30.
Well, you also went back and forth a bit at the front.
Oh,
You have like another 10 feet you can move.
all right. Sorry, I was trying to figure things out. All right.
Oh, good.
Moth? Yeah, you gotta go straight lines.
I've completely forgotten how to move in this thing. This is not intuitive at all.
No, it's not.
With token controls, select token, you should be able to just click and drag, or I think you can use the arrow keys as well, if that works easier. If you have your token selected.
Arrow keys work, yay. That's it for my turn.
So we're going to round and there. Okay, yeah. So in the next round, you can all move a bit more. You can move past each other too freely. That is standard.
All right. I did pull out my torch.
Okay. Do you want me to?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I can maneuver it.
That's place measured template. That's not.
No.
Yeah, but I'll just attach a light to you. That should be fine.
I did put something down. I can't undo it.
I'll fix it in a sec.
Okay.
Measure control.
There you go.
Okay. As you two round the corner here where John is right now, you see to the north a toppled statue.
In this area.
Yeah, right up.
Okay. From this distance, do I see anything unusual about it?
Um. It's a rather fancy statue that seems to have deteriorated over time.
Okay.
If you want, you can roll a history check to determine any. You can roll some checks to determine any details about it. History, if you want, because it's old stonework. History check would
Okay.
potentially give you some information.
I know nothing.
you are Jon Snow.
Hmm?
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Never watched that TV show. All right. I walk away from it.
Can I give a try of history to that thing?
Sure.
Nope.
Safe
All right.
result. Okay.
You don't know anything like me.
Nope.
Ryuslake, having watched the other two, is going to stare puzzled at this thing as well. She's just trying to do what all the humans are doing.
Are
This
you okay with that roll? Because the two before it were one short.
The clueless lizard found something, guys!
With that, you realize that it is a statue of one of the founding kings, judging by its style, and general like design and ornameness. If you'd like to investigate it further, there is more I can tell you.
King?
One of the founding kings, yes.
Okay. So investigation?
Mhm.
Okay, let me...
That will tell you everything that I have written down.
I picked up this
Um,
book, outside the guild shop about history of the world. And I see here, okay, this is, okay.
Yeah, so you realize, so Wisek goes like, this looks like one of the founding kings. And then you look closer at it, like this founding king was an air genasi. And there's an inscription at the bottom, at the base of the statue, that is the king's name written in primordial.
No.
At least you can assume it's the king's name, judging by context. But it's written in primordial, so you cannot necessarily translate it yourself, at least.
Okay. Well, good King Wincelot. That was a very merry soul. With a Korkov.
You good, Moth? You haven't moved for the second round yet.
There they go.
And as you are talking and investigating the statue, you hear a lot of rat noises in the next room, which is just around the corner.
Moth, you want to finish moving? Are you okay?
I'm guessing this amount of lighting and animation and stuff, it might be hard on that device. Because it's struggling a little bit on mine.
I just thought of it fake, so I'm just trying to fight that while at the screen.
So you can hear in the next room that there sounds like there's many rats. That or very big rats, or both.
Oh, they're big rats. I'll have to, when I get my tablet working, show y'all The Princess Bride one day. Rodents of unusual size. ROUSs.
Is that something that John actually says?
Yeah.
Ryuslake just looks John over, extremely perplexed, and asks, "Are you drunk?"
I'm talking about things from my world.
Things are full of nonsense.
Yes, we were very good at nonsense. It was an entertainment.
So, how do you want to proceed into this room that sounds like it has a bunch of rats in it?
I mean, we could throw a torch in. This is outside. We could throw a torch in to give us the light and hopefully startle them and make them blind.
Could throw the rock that has light cast on it into the room, thus no fire.
That works as well.
I'm gonna quickly make a light that functions like the light spell, so that I can move around. Duration range. So you're going to kind of like see if you can toss it in around the corner.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Just toss it around the corner and see how far it goes.
Okay. Wanna make me a attack roll to see if you can how far it goes?
Attack roll.
With like either of your weapons works for the roll. Pretty sure. Like a weapon attack, basically.
We'll go with it. Just use the dagger. Quick.
And you still have yourself selected. Depending you have yourself selected on target. It's also completely relevant. So you have it, you throw it around the corner, it hits, you can hear it hit a wall and then bounce slightly off to the side. I'm just going to keep a light attached to you because I'm lazy.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, we know that the room's going to be illuminated now.
Let's go in. If they attack us, you kill them.
Yep.
We'll spread out among the door that everyone can get in.
Yep.
It's like too fast.
So once you're in the room, you can see a couple of the rats are looking at the light stone and hissing, and then they see you and start hissing.
And we got rats of unusual size.
Are we stuck here or something?
You shouldn't be.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out why they're where the actual door is, so I can go. Can't go that way. All right. I'll come here to be kind of the front. All right. Let's do this.
Are we just like assuming the rats are there because I don't see any like actual rat tokens?
They should be there.
You have the blue circles?
Yeah. Not the light circles, but they look kind of blue and have a circle.
Hmm?
Should be a bunch of them. Like there's one basically straight ahead of you to the east. Just kind of in the doorway.
Yeah. So are they? The rats are glowing themselves?
No.
There's torches there.
There's mushrooms that are growing throughout this place that are providing a little bit of light.
Moss out there, you mean? Illuminated moss?
They're mushrooms. I'm going with mushrooms.
Mushroom.
They're just growing fungus.
So these rats were hissing aggressively.
Yes.
Yeah, Rieslick is gonna go ahead and knock an arrow and see if one of them actually tries to attack.
Okay, so that goes to this. I should open this. Yes. They have they have 30 feet of. So John and Lee can probably see another one. They'll be approaching underneath the area there. Another one. This one's going to come basically right up to Rislek. And I'm gonna let you take your knocking now and waiting as a ready action, which you can launch as it approaches you aggressively. If you wish.
I'm sorry, Sam. I heard nothing but mumbling at the end of that.
Sorry. This rat is basically charging at you, ready to gnaw your ankles. If you wanted to use your ready action to shoot at it.
No. Is it actually within melee range?
It will be as soon as it will be if you don't shoot it. But yeah, it's coming up to gnaw your ankles.
Okay, but it hasn't actually arrived at me just yet. That's what you mean?
Like, depending on if you take your reaction, you can shoot it before it reaches you. Otherwise, it reaches you.
Because I think what he's trying to say is because you had the arrow ready to fire, that is your
You take
prepared
that as a
action,
reaction.
and so basically
Okay.
give an extra.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot.
Okay. Pretty sure that's gonna hit. Roll for damage. And now it's dead. So you see it charging at you aggressively, and it just falls off and dies
Okay.
as you shoot it in the face with an arrow.
Everybody saw it. It came running right at me.
Self-defense.
I'm blind to this side. I'm only 60% the other. I didn't see anything.
Okay. That one's dead. Then this one's gonna come up and attempt to gnaw at John.
Okay.
Things are too tall. That's my issue right now. Is things are being too tall. I can't think them.
Yeah, it misses.
That's I haven't rolled yet.
Hold on. We're missing someone. Where's
Are
Spot?
we? Oh yeah. Give me a sec. I will bring Spot into this.
Bark,
Spot'll
bark.
be there. Bad hint.
Good dog. I was like, wait. And he needs to be added to the list.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, I figured that's what you were doing.
My computer is very angry. Shit, I'm doing. I may have to refresh the page. Give me a sec.
Oh.
This. There we go. Check something on spot sheet real quick. See if I can. Sheet. No. I was trying to see if I could change it so it would differently, but it should be fine. Okay, so Spot's now an initiative.
Yay!
This rat rolled a 13 to hit. I'm guessing that misses.
Yes, my armor is
Okay.
17.
Yeah. So that's that rat's turn. Moth, it is your turn.
I'm going to shoot at the one that tried to attack John.
Okay. That's gonna hit. And that's gonna kill it.
That's going to end my turn.
Next rat is going to make its way towards you. And its turn because it doesn't have enough movement. Who wants to have control of Spot for this combat?
I've kind of been unofficially, so I'll take over.
Should have access to his token controls.
Unless you want to, Moth.
To you. I don't mind.
Okay. I'd say he's going to, for the rat that came up to challenge, what's his speed?
He has 40 movement
40.
speed. He has more movement speed than the rest of you.
I'm going to tell him to,
So he can.
I'm going to have him get here and tell him hold until one gets within biting distance.
Okay.
So he is ready to bite action.
Okay. Is that it?
That's
Not
it.
that he has any bonus actions.
Yeah, no.
Next rat is also going to come in. And this one's going to attempt to gnaw at Wisvik. Does a 17 hit?
It is equal.
So that would be a yes. And then I apply the damage to you. Why do you have concentration? I'm gonna ignore that. Oh, because you had Hunter's Mark concentration. Interesting. We never turned that off. Weird. Whatever, I'm gonna ignore it. So then we have the next rat, which is way down here. He's gonna attempt to run up. And then John, your turn.
All right. So I am going to
You have a rat right next to you as well. They're just not at risk.
I will go ahead and try to punch it.
You got that.
See if that works. Nope,
That's just damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the attack roll.
Yeah, I thought I'd grab the full thing. Okay. Well then,
You can just make an attack roll with a normal one of your weapons if that works easier.
yeah.
And then just roll damage with the Thunder Gauntlet. That's gonna miss anyways, but yeah.
Okay. Ding! Okay,
Is
Nope.
that it for you?
that's it.
Where's this one? There it is. This one is going to come up like this. It's Lee. For future encounters with many enemies, I'm just gonna make them all one initiative to make this easier.
Yeah.
Spreading them out gives us chances to react.
Hmm.
Spreading them out gives us a chance to react.
Yeah.
If it's like, oh
But
no.
also, there's encounters in here with 10 things.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know what to do with. Anyway, what you doing, Lee?
I'm gonna shoot the rat that's down here.
Which
Yeah.
one?
That button.
Target.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Not quite killing it, but it is very injured. Anything else you want to do?
And that'll do it. I'm gonna rain. Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Coincidentally, it's that rat's turn, who's going to attempt to run up to you and then get bitten by Spot, more than likely.
Yep.
Spot had ready to bite.
So, yep. Give me a second. Selecting. And.
Yep. I'm pretty sure Spot's modifier will kill it, but let's check the damage anyways.
It doesn't give me a damage.
There is I see a damage button.
Oh, I was looking at the thing over here. Okay. Close window, attack, damage. Normal. Oh yeah.
That was enough to one-shot it, but it was already injured. That one is now dead.
And Spot, grabs it and goes. Throws it away.
Around.
Yeah.
Then we have this one, which is going to run up to here and end its turn. Wristlick, you have a rat at your feet that just bit you.
Ouch! That definitely hurts. So I am going to look at that little shit and I'm going to stab it.
Okay. That hits. Yeah, that hits. And it's dead.
Jerk.
Okay.
That's gonna do it for my turn.
Okay. This one's going to now run up and try to gnaw at John. I believe that's a hit.
Yep. 7 damage.
I have
Yep.
a high button. Go. That's it for that, right? Moss, your turn.
I'm going to lob an arrow at the one that just bit John.
Again.
Pew!
That's a miss.
That ends my
Okay.
turn.
This is when it gets dangerous. Because they have pack tactics.
Now, so does Spot.
Yeah.
We just need to wipe them out before they can hit us.
But this rat now has advantage to bite at John.
Okay.
Because there's another rat there. Gonna hit.
Yep.
The other wall series. Yeah, the other wall is the one. That's kind of funny.
Okay.
Go. It's Spot's turn.
Spot is. Which one was hitting me? Both of them did?
Both of them hit you, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to hit that one.
That'll hit. And it's dead.
And there goes that one's advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Good dog.
Not gonna move Spot at all, or
He's staying with the pack.
makes sense. You make use of the pack tactics.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to run up and attempt to not Spot, having seen Spot butter two of its friends
Oh.
or whatever. But it still has pack tactics because there's another rat there still. Uh-oh. That's a crit.
Okay.
Spot. Thankfully, they don't hit very hard.
Is that 7 with the double damage?
Yes, that is 7 with crit hit damage.
Okay.
I've already hit Spot with it. He's down to like 4. He doesn't have a lot of health.
No, that's why I was worried.
Is that right? John, your turn.
You
That just sent me off into a rage.
You hit my dog? Okay. I see how it is. And make sure I'm selecting the right one. There we are.
Do you
And
guys start calling you John Wick?
does a
Which one were
13
you attacking?
does a 13 hit?
Yes. Which one were you attacking?
This one.
Okay. Not quite killed, but
It's
injured.
singed. Okay. And let me make sure. Do I have is my healing a bonus? Action. Do I have the other healing? No, I don't. Okay, that's it.
this rat is going to come up and this one's actually going to be a little weird and go for Lee.
How absolute dare.
But that also means it doesn't have pack tactics. So it rolled a 7. Which is a miss. Lee, you have a rat at your feet.
My bad. I forgot to hit my unmute button.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yep. Sorry. I'm gonna kick it.
Okay. They try to
Because
kick it
came
away.
or in the face.
Okay. So just making war with your dagger, I guess. It's just gonna
Well,
do.
I do have unarmed strike on my list, so
That works too. That will hit.
right.
Of course, with unarmed strike, you do 1 damage. You don't even roll for it.
Yeah.
It was an open-handed slap.
It was a kick. I said that.
Now it was too weak to be a kick. You just leaned forward and went, "Stop it, bap."
Anyway, is that it? You do have rogue bonus actions.
I do, don't I?
You could disengage. Get away from it.
Yeah, I kicked at it, then I could disengage and
Make some distance between you
I'm-
and some of the rats.
yeah, but I'm also surrounded.
Kinda, yeah. You can move through allied spaces freely.
Okay.
So there is that, and most of the rats around you are dead. There's just the one directly next to John, and the one just below you, and the one that bit Spot.
I'm gonna sneak back to the corridor.
Okay. So you're gonna bonus action disengage back there, so you don't take the
Yeah.
opportunity attack. Okay, that it.
No, yeah, that's it.
This rat. What is this rat? This rat is going to, because they're ravenously hungry. They've been eating the fungus on the walls here for who knows how long.
They are
It's gonna
high as
actually
fuck.
eat his friend. Just because they want they're hungry and they've eaten other rats before. He smells the blood and is going fail basically. There you go. That's that rat. Vislick.
I'm going to take aim at the munching rat.
You have a rat next to you as well, but it was focused on John.
Yeah, but due to proficiencies, I want to take aim at a ranged one if at all possible.
Yep. I believe that's going to hit with a crit. Yeah. That's a crit. And it's very dead. you go.
That's it for my turn.
This rat, not liking the taste of John, is going to turn to Isaac and go for nice, tasty lizard meat.
It's seen lizard before. It knows it's tasty.
No, it doesn't. He would have fucking won.
I was about to say, isn't that a crit failure?
Yes.
I
It
don't have
tries
that.
to gnaw at you, but you move your foot just out of the way, and it chips a tooth on the floor.
Serves it right.
Moth, your turn.
I'm going to attack the one that tried to fight recently.
Okay. I believe that's also going to hit.
These rats are getting screwed so good.
Yep. Yeah, it's very, very dead. Thank
All right.
you. And then that it for you, Moth?
That's going to end my turn, and I'm going to quickly run to the restroom.
Okay. Spot. There is, I believe, only the one rat left. And it's right next to him. It got kicked in the face. That's your job.
Yeah. Sorry, I was playing with the audio, and so he is going to try and get the rat.
That is sadly going to miss.
All right. I tell him stay. Stay.
That it is your turn.
I go ahead and with the proper tool this time, attack and miss.
Should have proficiency with that.
It's +2, I think.
Yeah, but that was your ability modifier.
Hmm.
Yeah. Either way, it would have missed. But
Yeah.
I also just realized that Spot would have had advantage because you're next to the rat. As well.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to reroll Spot's attack as well.
That hits.
Yep. And Spot has a nice tasty rat snack once again. Very, very, very dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I lean down to Spot and I cast Cure Wounds. 3rd level. And heal 5 health for him.
Cool. He's going to kind of like lap at the wound a little bit to try to clean it and have a nice rat snack.
Good boy.
Which I'm gonna say can heal him the rest of the way.
Yeah. Do we want to take a short rest here and heal me up? Because I can use my hit dice to... I can't hear you, Sam.
I was just saying I'm gonna end the encounter to make it easier than trying to remove each rat, because that would be a pain.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that to fully heal Spot. There we go.
Yeah.
The Spot's fully healed after basically cleaning his wound the rest of the way. And, yeah. Okay. So this room is clear. You do see a few glinting coins strewn about.
Okay. Looks like there's a door up here.
I'd like us to be back in turn.
You what?
Because of wandering creatures, I'd like us to be put back in turn order. I just cleared it.
Oh, okay. Give you a roll for that then. We're gonna take a quick short break in the game to heal up.
Ah, that's where it is. Friendly. Okay, now you should be able to move through spot space.
Okay.
Before it was marking him as hostile, so you can move through a space.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, strewn about the room, you can find a total of 40 gold pieces. If you wish to collect them all.
I think we will, and I'll put that into the group purse, or do we want to split it up?
Up to you.
That's how I'm asking the others.
Rislik is gonna donate her portion to the group purse, regardless of what the others do.
Okay. I'm gonna keep mine on myself, and since we're
I'm gonna
splitting it,
keep mine for myself.
yeah. And Lee.
Emily will take her 10.
Okay.
So how much do we each get?
10. There's
yeah.
40 total.
Okay.
So so this room's clear. Does not mean it's safe, but it is clear. And yes, Spot sees a very large scorpion.
Yeah, I can't see my character anymore and select them.
If you click and drag in an empty space, it should deselect your token. You can find your token that way, I think.
Okay, there we go. What is it, boy? What you see? Guys. Good boy.
The scorpion does seem to be asleep, but not deep asleep.
Get over here. Good boy. Boy. Boss, could I get a heal from you? I'm down a good bit, and I've only got 2 slots. I'd like to save them.
Give me a sec to try to figure out how to do that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And John does do his.
Do you want me to apply it, or have you already done it? Temp HP.
Yeah, well, I was trying to see if I could get it to run.
That
There we
might be
go.
something I have to take a look at later.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, you can.
Yep. Okay.
That is something I can actually apply through the normal methods, which is cool.
All right. Cool. Well, it's applied.
I think you already did those.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
All right.
So, are you going to go and attack the scorpion?
I'm gonna send Spot in a little. Get him to.
It's going to wake up as soon as Spot wakes enters the room.
Okay, then we will hold off, and I will enter.
No,
And
pretty much no matter who enters the room, it wakes
yeah,
up.
that's what I said. Yeah, regardless. Yeah. Go ahead and enter.
It wakes up and makes aggressive chittering sounds.
Come on in, guys. It's awake. Spot gets next to me.
There is another route into that room if you haven't figured that.
Yeah, over here.
You'll all need to make sure you're in the initiative. I only have Moss and John right now. We also need to get someone to roll for Spot.
I'm trying to see if there's a button to click on him.
There is. It's the if you're on the NPC sheet, it's in the top right of the portrait.
Okay.
So you're all in the start the encounter. Rislick, you're up first.
I'm going to take aim and let an arrow fly.
That is going to hit. Wait, why do you have advantage for that? Curiosity.
It's one of my recent things leans into advantage with ranged weapons.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, makes sense.
Who is that? Okay. So that's gonna be 12 damage to Scorpion. That pisses it off. Frankly.
Okay.
Moss.
Oh wait, I forgot about something. Hang on.
Yeah. I can go back to your turn.
I'm gonna add dreadful strikes onto that.
Okay. So the 1d4 extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 total.
Yep. That has been applied. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll end it for me.
Moss, your turn.
I'm gonna lob an arrow at them.
Okay. That's going to miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Then that'll end my
Back
turn
off
'cause I don't think I have bonus action.
Pardon?
Said I don't think I have bonus action.
Okay. Lee.
Okay, what am I'm gonna go for the other entrance.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna put me in the room yet. Okay, that's all I can do.
You could
I love it. The rest of us are
cunning
fighting.
action. You could cunning action dash to get the rest of the way.
Yeah, we just see
And then
Lee
you can
just
tell
hauls
attack.
ass a different direction.
Because your cunning action lets you dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So you can increase your movement with the cunning action dash and still be able to attack if you want.
I do not see cunning action on my tools list.
Feature. It's a feature, cunning action, rogue features.
Oh, right there. Mm.
You get it at like level 2.
Okay. Right, so yeah, that'll put me in the room.
Which is a dangerous place to be.
Yes, it is.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
No shit. Um. All I could do on this turn was dash, so
You still have your action, so you can still attack because you use the bonus action to dash.
oh,
That's the whole
right.
point of cunning action. So that you can do one of those 3 things and still do an attack.
You gonna let me try this piece of shit? Come on, game. There we go.
Yeah, this map might be a
Alright,
bit too detailed for most browsers.
I'm just gonna shoot out.
That's gonna hit. Six damage. There you go. I believe you still have 10 feet of movement if you want to move back into the hallway.
Yeah. I really hate this game.
It might be the map, honestly. I may have put too many animations in it.
No, it's the tools and shit.
Yeah.
It's not very intuitive.
That's fair.
But that will end my turn.
The scorpion is going to come up to John and Spot because it realizes it can no longer reach Lee. And it's going to make a whole 3 attacks
Okay.
against John. Which is going to be 2 claws. That one is going to horribly miss.
Okay.
That one's going to hit. So let's see if it
All right.
Why is it? That's 8 damage. And then for the deadly one, because it does so much damage if it hits. The sting.
Misses.
Thank God. Because it does an extra 2d10 poison.
Okay.
So you do have resistance against poison, so I guess that wouldn't be too bad.
No, but still.
It would hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for its turn.
All right.
Come on, you're up.
I go ahead and I'm going to try throwing fire at it. Because, you know, gauntlets didn't seem to work for the moment.
You want me to take a look at that real quick?
If you want to look at it, I don't know. It's why I imported. Each of the armor's gauntlets count as simple melee weapon.
Yeah. It's just you didn't have your proficiency, which I think I fixed. Or wait. Wait. Do you use your intelligence modifier for these or just normal stuff?
Hold on.
Yeah, it uses your intelligence modifier. So I have to figure out how to change that as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Activities.
Yeah,
Get it.
it uses stat int, and at level 14 it was a plus 10.
Attack ability, intelligence. And what did you say the damage was?
A plus hit or plus at level 14 is plus 10 to hit. I don't know about other levels.
What's its damage? Was that working fine?
1d8 plus 5 at 14. Oh, I think that's correct.
Yeah, that looks fine.
All right.
So it should be working now.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, that looks much better. With the +3 and the +2.
Okay.
There you go. That'll hit.
All right. And damage. Okay.
Bonk.
And then spot. I don't have any bonuses I can really do.
Spot gets advantage because of pack tactics.
Yes. Oh.
That's going to miss either way.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
rolled a 2 and a 3.
All right. Good boy. You tried.
Bislick, it's back up to you.
Okay, so first I am going to un momento. Throw Hunter's Mark on that thing, and then I'm going to fire my longbow again. There's a 16 hit.
Yes.
$11.
It is very injured now.
Plus,
It is.
does that also take into account the damage from your Hunter's Mark?
It's supposed to, but I don't think it actually did.
It
No.
did not. So just roll a d6 for the damage and I can add it. Can you just roll damage? You don't want to select Hunter's Mark again because it'll try to use another spell slot.
No, there's literally a button here for bonus mark damage, but it doesn't appear to be working.
Oh, I can take a look at that after session.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you want me to roll instead?
Just slash roll 1d6 because that's how much damage the Hunter's Mark does. There you go. I have added that as well.
Okay.
Moss, I'm guessing that's it for you. Because you used action and bonus action.
No,
Unless
I'm
you wanted to
down.
move.
Nope. Just lob an arrow
Moss.
at him.
Okay. That's going to miss.
That ends my turn because I don't have bonus action.
Lee. That'll hit. It is very upsetting spaghetti. Anything else you're doing, Lee? Because you're still muted.
Nope, that was it. Just threw the sharp thing at it.
Okay.
Make the sharp thing go fast.
Yes.
So then the scorpion is going to once again take a couple swings at John. Hit.
Yep. Mm. Did it just say blooded on me?
Yes, because you're blow half.
Okay.
That one's gonna miss.
Okay.
And then it's actually gonna try to sting Spot. What do you
That
think?
hits. It should have tried to attack me.
Yep. Oh shit!
You killed the dog!
No!
How dare you kill the dog?
Oh shit!
Moss is
Oh
Moss
shit!
is
Do you have any? Does
Right.
anyone have anything they can do as a reaction?
No, we can't! You killed!
don't
You
know.
literally killed! Fully! Spot is gone! You did more damage, double damage!
I don't know what I'd have to do against that.
You can't! If you do double the health of a character,
Could have, but there are things you could do to affect the attack roll.
can any whispering, we're not at that level where we can do that stuff yet.
Silvery Barb is a first level spell, but I don't even have it.
No.
What is
Silvery barbs.
I don't think druids get it. No, let me check something.
Bards get it. Oh fuck!
I didn't honestly. I was not expecting that.
I know.
Moss is very pissed now, and is going to release all that that anger onto that being.
I thought the guardian armor would give you something that you could use to help in this situation, but no.
No, it's primarily I get a little bit of extra health, and I get the ability to punch. I can't even spare the dying. It's too far. Oh man, I know, Sam. I'm gonna be 100%. This is the way the rolls happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Out of curiosity, yeah, it rolled max on the piercing damage and one of the poison damage dice.
Yeah.
That would do it. So yeah, Spot kind of gets impaled. And kind of like whimpers as he is injected with a fuckload of poison.
Okay. Hold on. Let me.
What you doing, Mums?
I'm looking to see if do we count. The question is, do we count these? This is one thing attack, or are they combined together to equal the double?
I'm pretty sure it's one attack considered. because it was one attack that
Mhm.
did it. Which, regardless if just I'm sorry. You know, the bag of holding is good at preserving bodies if you wanted to try to get someone to res him. It wouldn't be cheap, but it would be cheaper than resing a person.
We can see about that.
But first you have to deal with the scorpion.
And what's funny? I named my stream title. The dog's name is Spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Upon seeing Spot stagger and collapse with a pathetic whimper as poison overruns his body, Rieslick is going to shout, "Now that is a fuck!"
Thank you.
She's
Anyway,
trying, and
that's the
she's
scorpion's
angry 'cause
turn
the dog's
regardless.
dead.
So, John, you're up. I'll give you avenging dog advantage.
Yeah, thank you. So I do try. I'm gonna just hit.
Or hit.
All right, and
And I believe that is the last of the scorpion's HP.
I was gonna transfer Hunter's Mark to Spot.
Destroy it.
Yeah.
It's a valid strategy.
Damn that giant bug.
Now that the battle's over, I'm gonna run over to Spot's body and just hold him in strike.
and pull what?
Hold body and just
I was also just checking what level of spell is Revivify? It's third level.
Yeah, it's third level, and it requires the diamond. Trust me. In my previous game, I had to learn that the hard way when we lost another NPC.
Yeah.
Why does it keep moving Spot and not me?
Change which token you have selected. Just simple click, just quick click on yourself, and then you should be able to move yourself.
We need a 5th level
What
cleric.
I'm doing.
Or druid. I think druids also get it. Yeah. Druids, clerics. Technically, artificers and rangers can also get it, but not until later. Than druids and clerics.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
I have an empty glass bottle, can I try to harvest some of the venom from the scorpion?
Yes.
I'm going to consume a potion of healing and use that now empty bottle
I don't.
to
If you're
try and
not
get
in, if you, how injured are you?
I was down to 19.
It'd be better for me to
Okay.
consume it versus you.
Because I was gonna ask because John is currently bloodied,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
but he also has his own potions of healing.
Yeah.
So
I go ahead and drink one of mine and hand you the bottle.
well, if Rissick still needs healing anyways, might as well. But you could also just use 2 bottles and get twice as much poison.
All right. I don't think that applied
It's
to me.
trying to move us at the same time.
I'm working on
They're
it.
not moving at all.
Okay.
You're no longer bloodied, but you're still pretty dang injured.
Okay. Based on what you said, I know that the bag of holding can hold the body and
basically it's basically putting it in a freezer.
Yeah.
It won't
Well-
last forever in there, but it'll last longer. For the
How
purpose
much
of
does he weigh?
wolf weight?
See, it doesn't want to move right there.
I don't know. It's trying to move both of you
Yeah, I know, and I don't know why.
because you probably have both of you selected.
I am.
Click
Like,
and drag on an
clicking on
empty
it.
space to deselect everything, and then select yourself.
Hold on.
Okay. Um.
About 95 to 99 pounds.
Okay. So well within the bag of holding's limitations.
I just have to make sure because I have other things there, so I'm trying to figure out how much weight I'm actually using to know what to bring out. You know how that is, right? Yeah, I've got weight. So, create an item. Loot. The body of the bestest dog ever or wolf ever. Spot.
You forgot an A in there. It's like
I'm high as hell. I'm getting into it.
I figured.
All right. John Smith will remember this.
You're now going to delete every scorpion in existence. Right?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
We're gonna go out of our way to purposely discover scorpions.
To then kill them.
Yeah.
I feel bad with how many other scorpions are in this freaking dungeon.
Oh, that's okay. We'll have a real good time dealing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was in this?
What time are we ending?
Half an hour is usually when we end. Do you want to end early because you're not feeling well?
I do, but that's up to everyone else. I can.
I'm fine with ending early.
I'd
if other
say,
people-
knowing that we just finished the quote boss of the
That was not
area.
boss.
I know.
That was probably the strongest enemy here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's literally the strongest enemy in this entire dungeon. So
Yeah.
it might as well have been the boss.
Yeah. We downed the strongest enemy. We may not have cleared everything, but it's a good point to take a moment. Yeah.
So if you want, you can pop back outside and have a short or long rest with the researchers because they can seal the door again.
We do.
But before you go, do you
Mhm.
want to loot the room, or at least
Yes.
know more details about the room? Because there is
Yeah.
more than just loot in here.
Okay. Let's loot what
There
we can.
is, first of all, there's 10 gold pieces, a chain shirt, some half plate, and a shield.
Okay.
Blue.
10 gold. Half plate.
Chain shirt,
Chain shirt.
and a shield.
And a shield.
Would Moss
and-
be able to carry Spot?
We were putting him in the bag of holding for the sake of preservation, so he's easier to revive when the time comes.
basically, no matter what, we're going to spend a few days and maybe take out a loan with the guild.
Yeah. As for the feature of the room, there is a magical statue in the southeast, quote unquote, corner. It's a circle. Of the room that
Right there ish.
you see a script on the bottom that basically tells you that it can answer questions about the dungeon.
Let's let the researchers take a look at that. Unless we can ask it, what else is in here. Oh,
It answers by pointing in directions.
okay.
So if you go like, where is something, it can answer that.
Okay. Where's the most valuable treasure in the dungeon?
I'll get back to you on that, because I have to go through all my notes again to find that out.
Hmm.
So, depending on your definition of treasure, I know exactly where it is compared to approximately.
Yeah.
I guess, depending on each definition
Oh,
would be your objective
Hmm.
with what the researchers really want from this place, so we'll be able to answer that.
The big question is, does it have a cooldown or limit of answers? That's the okay.
You
So
can
I
come
would
back and
I would
it
ask,
for
where's the most
resurrection.
valuable treasure? Is there anything that can help us resurrect Spot, the dog?
Possibly, actually. I might have put gems in here that would be worth enough.
Yeah.
I don't exactly remember, but it as for most valuable treasure, it kind of points a how is the word here? It kind of gives you directions that we can go into next time.
Okay, that's why I put the questions there. Oh,
First
dude.
question, it'll point you toward basically where you need to go anyway. Quest. Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry, I completely blanked on how much damage that would do.
Dude, it's all
But
fun.
hey, story point. New
Exactly.
quest, resurrect the dog.
Was not anticipating that. That is for certain.
All I'll
And
say is Moth now has a reason to seek vengeance.
on every scorpion in the universe.
Yeah.
I thought John for
And
sure
whoever-
was going to die first, standing where he was with that scorpion attacking 3 times every round.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I expected to go down.
If I hit him with the
I would be resurrectable. You could have pumped a
yeah,
healing
you'd be able to
potion.
get picked up back up because
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't have been negative. I'm pretty sure it's actually negative constitution, not negative health.
Because it actually has happened to me at level 1, it is double health.
Like,
Unless
the
I-
negative double health or double health total damage.
So my health is total 24. So if I was hit for 48, I'm dead. Doesn't matter how far, how much health I actually have or how far into the negative I go. You hit me for double.
Okay, because I know that there is, at least I remember there being something about if you are negative constitution while downed already, not from a single attack, but if multiple attacks, you're dead instantly. It also might have been negative health in that situation, which would more or less line up for getting hit for double. From 4. But anyway,
Rislick wants to hold a tasteful funeral for the dog.
until you resurrect it.
Well,
Which-
she might have something to say about that.
That's fair.
Unnatural magics.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it here, right? For tonight. And reconvene in about a month. For the
Okay.
next session.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
I hope you feel better, Moss.
Definitely.
Thank you too. I'll probably see
Definitely
you and
go get some sleep.
Mems later in Twins.
Yep. So yeah, I'm looking at rules for things on this now to see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner and then take a nap.
It sounds like a
I
good
was
plan.
I was basically going to go with if you preserve him in the
Hmm.
bag of holding.
There's a way. We
One of the
will.
resurrections.
Yeah. There
When
is a
there's
way.
will, there's a will.
Yeah.
But
All right, well, good night, everybody.
that is the new quest. All right, y'all stay safe.
Unexpectedly, but yes.
Yeah, y'all stay safe. I'm gonna use the restroom and probably go play Warcraft for a bit.
Okay.
Speaking of playing things, Shadow, did you get that fellowship?
Actually,
working?
I think so, actually. I was able to kind of launch it earlier, and it did make it past the 16%. I didn't get any error messages when I checked on it earlier today. So if you want, we can probably get a couple rounds done tomorrow, provided work isn't too crazy.
I was actually gonna hop on after I end my stream.
actually, Sam, why don't we raid out to Terra Stormer?
Yeah. That was
And
probably gonna be mine first.
or D Dancer.
Or yeah, it was either Terra or DD.
Who do you want to go to, Terra or Dancer?
Terra's doing a collab with some people, if I remember correctly, and those people
Yeah.
are a bit too much for me most of the time.
All right, then we'll hit
So I
D
vote
Dancer.
DD. Yeah.
All right. All right, let me turn my mic off in here, put back push talk. All right. Well, as we mourn Spot, we will see him. We'll find a way to resurrect him. But as I always like to say, if it harms no one, do it. Protect the weak from the strong. As far as we know, this is the only life that we have. I want y'all to stay safe, have fun, and be here another day. Remember, Sharky says do it scared. And, as I always like to say, I want to see everyone fed. I don't care if it's steak and cake, sheltered plus clothing, medical plus all body and gender affirmations, education plus higher education. I want all this before anyone or any business earns a profit. Now, I don't care if the person's a lazy ass. They deserve to have the food and everything. Y'all stay safe. Let's go save Spot.